I was just thinking, do you know where you sit in the animal kingdom? Just think about it for a moment. As people, we need to learn to become humans or to become human beings because most people are operating from the animal brain and as animals. And what I mean by that is, what are you? Are you a predator or are you a prey? Are you a vulture? Are you an eagle? Are you food that people forage from, are foraging from above at the bottom of the jungle or the bottom of the forest? Now, if you're speaking or not speaking, if you're looking at these videos and understanding from my viewpoint, you're probably prey. I can say from my experience, I I was prey, and I'm working on becoming a porcupine with big spikes, or some kind of toad that changes its colors or camouflage into the jungle so they can't see me. That's what you need to become. You have to try to become more flexible, more durable, more unadvisable to these folk. They are predators. Let me tell you something. These psychopaths, narcissists, and energy vampires, they they profile us from afar before they actually sometimes want to engage with us. They look at you and size you up. They start thinking, oh, can I use this person? Oh, he's got a nice body. Can I maybe use him for sex? This one maybe have money. He's an entrepreneur. Let me use him to pay for my nails or pay for my habit for shopping. This guy has his own house. Let me try and move in with him so I don't have to pay rent. This one's good at a certain skill, but he's a loser. Let me use his skill. Let me steal his skill from him. Let me get him to make whatever it is he makes for me. And then I'll put my name on it. I'll take the credit for his hard work. That's how these people operate. They're continuously profiling, they're continuously scanning us. It's weird. It's like, what are these folk? These folk is like, if you're dealing with them or you're around them, you can't just live your life willy-nilly. You need to have your head on a swivel. You have to be watching your back, watching what you said, switching up your routine. They'll be watching what time you leave your house. They'll be watching. I remember I used to live in this big artist creative warehouse. And I had a tight routine, tight schedule, go to work, come back. Maybe I'd go to a class in the evenings. Trust and believe there will be someone who will be dipping into your room, checking what you have, going through your records, going through your books, removing little intricate pieces of jewelry that you don't use, stealing socks, taking trainers away that maybe you've got a collection of trainers. They might just go into the box that is right at the bottom that you might not check in ages and take the trainer off. If you have these beautiful design socks, they might just take one and throw that one away, but you've kept it in a real a place that you won't check often because you have like your normal everyday socks, and then you have like your snazzy collector socks that you keep somewhere, but you don't check it because you don't always go out with your dress socks. They'll just take one, not two, one. I remember one guy where we had a disagreement, and I'm pretty sure he went into my room and he took a perfume and emptied some of it out. And it's funny because the perfume, the volume went down after the argument. It was only me and him staying there at that time, so it had to be him. And you just pick up, you're like, wow, I haven't used this. Like, what happened? They're very vindictive, very vengeful people. They're very vindictive. There was a man that I met recently, and we were having a conversation. And at one point I was just talking and I kind of watched him, and he was like doing this like thing. They're like robot, like the Terminator. He was just scanning my eyes, scanning what I was saying, scanning my body language. This is the sort of thing they do. They have to kind of work you out. They have to know where to place you, how they can use you. They have to test your boundaries. When you meet them, they just do little by little things. They start flirting with people in your face. How can I cheat on him? I can give a man a sexy look. Will he check me? Can I dress provocatively with him? And I'm on the train and there's a man behind me, but I will stand with my bum in that man's lap. They just have to test you to be like, yo, what are you doing? What's going on here? And trust and believe, you have to check them. To be honest, you shouldn't even be dealing with these people, because all it's going to do is cause you pain. It's going to cause you trauma. That trauma stops you from reaching your full potential. It's a sheer wastage of your time and your resources. Get out of there. Get out of there. They're not worth it. They're constantly checking on you, checking what you're saying, checking what you do, profiling you. But guess what? They project everything onto you. You're the one that has to prove to them why you're worth their time. You're below them. How does that work? They'll be making dummy accounts on your Instagram. They'll unfollow you, they'll block you, but they'll make a dummy account to spy on your ass. Nobody got any time for that. You need to see behind this mask that they're wearing. Go out there and find someone that can come and say they dated me or dated someone or dated one of us. And when they left us, they lost their job, they lost their house, they're maybe now in prison, they've lost friends, they've lost opportunities, their reputation is shot. You don't have any belief in yourself. Your esteem is gone. You used to be the life of the party. Now you're a nervous wreck. You used to turn into a room and everybody's looking, you're dancing, getting your groove on. Now you can't even leave your house. But guess what? You're the narcissist. You're the energy vampire. You're the problematic one. Yeah. They've got to expose you. That one night you got too drunk and you were dancing and you was all over the place. And they've got all the skeletons in the closet. All the skeletons. They open their closet and the skeletons just falls all the way down to the ground. You make one mistake, they're there with their camera. They'll be gang stalking you. Someone from across the road will be there with their camera. Oh, there it goes. Oh. They see you and there was someone else. They jump to the other person and start. Yet their dog is doing a big shit on the street. They won't even pick up the toilet of their dog, but they're quick to jump on someone. We're in the animal kingdom. People need to learn to become human beings, treating people with respect. It's better to prepare. It's better to get this knowledge. It's better to work on yourself. It's better to come back into your body. It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. Right now, we are in a deep spiritual war. Everything's backwards. They're throwing up the horns. People, putting this stuff in front of us where it's cool to be for the opposite, the adversary. No, it's cool to believe in Jesus Christ. It's cool to believe in God, the Most High, the Almighty, the Father of all things, the most powerful. The fallen angels got nothing on us, nothing on the Most High. You have to learn to become indifferent to these people. Like, oh, you don't affect me, man. They say something to trigger you. Sounds good. I'll check it out. That's an interesting idea. Don't give them any supply, any kind of reaction, any kind of emotional response, because they will use that. They're like a remote control. They'll be triggering you all the time. Triggering you. Anything you do wrong, it goes into their memory bank to recall, to use against you. You could do one thing. They got a whole library of mistakes. Yet your one thing, your one issue, the whole town will know. You know what it's like being them? I tell you what it's like. When I was in Africa last year, we stayed in the capital of the country we're in, and we stayed at one of the Hiltons. Big rooms, fluffy pillows, high ceilings, big windows, air conditioning, room service. That's you. They are, when we went to the village, It was a smaller hotel, small little bookshelf next to the bed, copy of the Holy Bible, small windows, low ceilings, mold in the corner of the walls. That's them. I just remember that, having the Holy Bible in the room that I stayed in. I like that. That was a good thing. I actually read some verses. But this is what it is. But they reverse end with like a dirty cockroach, which is like half dead because the room is just so toxic. All the fumes from their dense energy, from their negativity. The light, they sit on the light, it comes on and flickers and then dies. Your room is like, you on the other hand, cleans, fresh air, you know, mini bar, chilled wine. Room service, can I order some crab, some lobster? Can I order some steak and frites? Rooms, luxury candles around. Yes, a copy of the Holy Bible too. Fresh, everything's clean. Egyptian cotton sheets. You ain't playing. They gotta make you feel like you're the underdog. Everybody can exist in this world. Everyone has a right to exist and to be free and not to be manipulated by people. Manipulation is abuse. Peace.